Hey guys, welcome back to Resistance Chicks. We're your hosts, Leah and Michelle. Today is the 18th of October, 2019. Leah's ready and eager to get you the news. We have a great show to bring you today.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to move on to a couple more stories, just because these were interesting to me. Popped out kind of under the radar stories. ICE deports a convicted terrorist who tried to bomb New York City. Immigration and Customs Enforcement deported a Sudanese national who was involved in a large-scale terror scheme to blow up the United Nations and other areas in New York City. The agency deported Ammar Abdelghani, a 59-year-old convicted terrorist, back to his home country, Sudan, on October 12th. His removal marks the close of a decades-long reprimand after a jury convicted him in 1996 of a foiled terrorist plot targeting major landmarks around the country's most populous city. The removal of this convicted terrorist is a strong declaration of ICE's commitment to public safety and national security. This removal is a victory for the United States and further emphasizes ICE's vital role in protecting our nation. U.S. authorities apprehended Abdelghani, then 33 years old, in 1993 for his involvement in a terrorist conspiracy to blow up the United Nations, FBI offices, and other prominent New York City locations as part of a planned holy war against the U.S. Sikh Omar Abdul Rahman, a radical Muslim cleric from Egypt who led the scheme according to court documents. And then he was, along with 9 other defendants, was convicted. And they had it. ICE had it says an immigration judge ordered that he be removed from the country in 2001. However, his deportation was not executed until he finished his prison sentence, which ended in July. ICE had a retainer for him since 2001 at the conclusion of his prison term.
Hey, cuz...
What?
Okay. No, it's fine.
ICE's enforcement removal operations. She needs something really she can chew on. There goes
This
George.
was George Washington from Brian Sokolowski.
Okay. That's not the dog's fault. We need better chew things. Where's the chew
This wasn't for the dog.
No, we need better chew
It was actually hanging up above dog height almost.
She needs
Look at poor George. Look at George. That's a disgrace to George.
I mean, you have to admit, it kind of looks like a dog toy. It's kind of fluffy. Poor George. Poor George.
He's praying.
I like to see it.
And I'm literally not ever telling what happened, what she did the other day when y'all saw me freak out.
It's not our fault. I need to go to the store and get some rawhides.
We have a lot of dog toys here.
We do not have enough dog. No, they're all destuffed. They're not good chew things.
Why are they destuffed?
Because they've been destuffed over time.
Because they've been disemboweled.
She needs a good chew thing.
We have these dogs that are with us for 3 weeks.
And I need to go get some more rawhides.
I'm going to get you a chew.
ICE has deported or returned a total of 258,000 aliens in the fiscal year of 2018. So he was wandering around the streets of the United States and they sent him back to Sudanese, and I'm happy about that. During the Trump rally, I didn't play this guys for you, in Texas, Trump played, let's see if I can find the clips. Oh no, he talked about Beto. I thought maybe this would have a link to the videos, but it doesn't. But he talked about Beto, and he called him dumb. He says, in the home state of Representative Robert Beto O'Rourke, who has plunged in the polls, Trump attacked the former congressman, calling him dumb for pledging to revoke the tax-exempt status of many churches and religious charities and take away your guns. O'Rourke says that any church that refuses to perform same-sex marriages should lose all federal tax exemptions and wants to seize AR-15s and other military-style rifles from owners. Trump said, in just a few short weeks, he got rid of guns, he got rid of religion, and in Texas, that doesn't work. I thought that was pretty cool. This is just in 38 people cited for violations in Hillary Clinton's email investigation. Some may face disciplinary action. Who's going to jail? That's what I want to know. The State Department completed an internal investigation into Hillary Clinton's private email server system and cited 38 people for violations, and some may face disciplinary action. The Associated Press reported that the State Department determined that 38 people were culpable in a whopping 91 cases of sending classified material and emails that ended up on Hillary Clinton's private server. The department determined that those 38 people were culpable in 91 cases of sending classified information. Flag, you can get away from me. In messages that ended up in Clinton's personal email. The 38 are current and former State Department officials, but were not identified in the report. that was sent to Congress this week. The investigation covered 33,000 emails. So we'll see if anybody actually gets is at all punished for that, but I'm not going to hold my breath. And then another one with James O'Keefe. He teases very serious allegations have been made against CNN executives. Stay tuned for next week. So that's not over this week with James O'Keefe. CNN drops. James O'Keefe taunted CNN today, after the Trump's campaign threatened to sue CNN over the pro-impeachment bias following Project Veritas' undercover expose. Project Veritas released parts 1 through 3.
Do you think that O'Keefe got like a phone call from Trump after this? I think it deserves a phone call. And maybe even that guy, his name's Kerry, I think. The whistleblower.
Oh, I don't know his name now.
I think it is Kerry, because I want to say Corey.
So, this is James O'Keefe. Oh.
So I just got off the phone with a CNN executive.
See if you can hear that.
Where I asked him for
about some very, very serious charges leveled against him. Early next week will be the next installment of our exposed.
She's fine. I gave her a thing.
CNN story. Stay tuned.
His Veritas varsity jackets are
funny.
so adorable. Yeah, it's really
funny.
great.
Oh, okay. So we're going to end with this. This one was so funny to me. Oh, I'm so glad I have this. We're going to end with something funny.
Rowe!
So Mike Rowe has a new book out, and he was on Tucker. But what really got me is he was on Fox and Friends, and he was talking about the Dem debate, and he goes, you have millionaires trying to out-millionaire each other about how much they hate millionaires. So we're going to end with this segment here. It's so funny.
When you have 500,000 Americans sleeping out on the street today, and then you also have 3 people
might just be
more
getting
wealth than
weak.
the bottom half of American society. That is a moral and economic outrage.
Another one on
So
my
if you're asking me, do I think we should demand that the wealthy start paying the wealthiest, top 0.1%, start paying their fair share of taxes? Yes, that's exactly what I believe.
Taxing income is not going to get you where you need to be the way taxing wealth does. We need a wealth tax in order to make investments in the next generation.
Okay, well, that's one way to pay for it. Mike Rowe, TV host and author of a brand new book. It's called The Way I Heard It. Joins us live right now. Mike, I know you were traveling, promoting your brand new book.
Terribly busy, Steve.
You were
on my radio show yesterday. That was the highlight. Not that busy.
Bernie Sanders, among other things, wants a 97% tax rate on the 400 richest Americans because he's got big plans with a big price tag.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a free country. Ideas, float them, fly them, run them up the old flagpole, see who salutes. Look, in the end, you've got millionaires arguing with millionaires over who hates the millionaires the most.
Right.
And I guess it's a conversation we'll have, but I remember a couple years ago, I took my my meager staff over to the Reagan Ranch. You know, if you haven't been, it's terrific. But one of the stories they tell is the time when Ronald Reagan just finally decided he was done doing movies. He was just done because he was paying 92% of every dollar he made on films. And it was just math. You know, he wasn't done acting. He just looked at it and did some basic calculus and said, not for me anymore. It makes no sense to do this.
So the wealthiest people will just say, I'm not working anymore.
I live in California. I just read a report that said the exodus this year as a result of a 13.5% state tax and some other tweaks to the system is unlike anything they've ever seen before. So I know it's convenient. It's fun to kind of hate the rich and all, but in the end, they're just people, and they're going to do the math, and they're going to go to where the math is better.
I'll tell you, this is what I thought about you during the debate, the guaranteed income. They had 2 or 3 of the candidates saying, get $1,000 because automation's here, and you're not going to be able to get a job, so let's give people $1,000.
Why not 2,000?
Maybe more. Why not?
Why not 3?
So all you do is hang out with people that work for a living, and you try to find out about their jobs, dirty jobs. That's when you really emerge. And when you see people giving money away, what does it do for the self-esteem when you get something for free?
you can't ignore the human condition. We're fundamentally lazy people. We have to be taught, I think, to not be lazy.
Don't call Ainsley that. I don't mind if you call me that, but please.
I'm calling you fundamental. I'm calling me lazy.
I think that's worse.
Well, I'm just saying that, if you give me a choice, and I don't see myself as lazy, but if you give me a choice of the easy way or the hard way, I can't help it. I'm going to default to the easy way.
Wait, free money?
Free money.
I want it.
So, look, my only concern, not my only concern, but my biggest concern with that kind of arguing is exactly what we discussed yesterday and just now. Once you say, okay, free money, the next question has to be, why not more? And that's the beef with the $5,000 surge in the middle class right now. How do you argue against that? You simply say it's not big enough.
Right.
Why not 10?
Incomes of the middle class have gone up $5,000 per family during the Trump years. So
right. Yeah, not enough. Sorry.
How's that going to fare election time? I mean, the economy's great. People have 5,000 more each year.
If I learned anything from 2016, I don't know. And looking at polls today, but you guys tell me. I flick around all over the place, and I still see people looking at polls and saying, based on the poll, ...
Every day.
Why would anybody look at any poll anywhere and conclude anything ever?
I agree, but the one thing that's going to help you, and if you ever go back to dirty jobs, is these trade deals allow manufacturing to come back to this country where the middle class can reestablish itself. And that seems to be the theme, and I don't think Democrats are pushing back on it. Let's talk about your book, even though I know you don't want to discuss it. The book is now number.
All right, so there's
That's really fun.
And millionaires trying to out who hate the millionaires the most.
Right. Yeah.
So that's basically the Democrat debate. So you didn't have to watch it. We watched parts of it. It was incredibly boring. You break it down. I think Elizabeth Warren had 14 or 15 minutes in speaking time compared to Tulsi Gabbard had 6.5. So they definitely it didn't fare well for CNN's Project Veritas coming out saying
it's so great. This is really exciting. I'm just so excited to see how this unfolds. I mean, guys, we are literally on the 1 year, almost 365-day countdown to election 2020. What is going to happen between now and then is going to blow your minds. I mean, it's going to be the most epic year. It's going to be more epic than Hillary Clinton. That was done. I mean, we're done with that. That's old. It's a has-been. Even if she comes back, it's going to be totally different.
It's going to be
It's so exciting. It is. It's to me, this is a very exciting time to be alive. So I'm really glad that you guys were here with us today. When I went upstairs to get a chew toy for the dog, I found a box on our front porch. Now, normally, I don't know who it is that has our addresses, but occasionally I do get stuff here instead of at the P.O. box. It was International Priority Royal Mail, and sometimes we actually do order products. It's very, very rare that they will come. We got seeds, I think, one time that we ordered that came Royal Mail. But I'm going to guess, and I didn't open it up beyond to see what was inside of it, because I want our reactions to be on Sunday is what I'm getting to.
How did you find out what you said? I didn't open it up beyond to see what was inside of it.
Meaning I just kind of peeked, and I could see the little label. It said hats. Okay. Now, I have a mental visual given the type of hat that I saw when I opened the box, and I closed it back up. What it was. I'm very excited about these hats. And so I want you to get excited about Sunday, because we are going to start the show out opening up the box,
Royal Mail,
putting the hats on, and wearing the hats for the entire program. Okay. So Sunday's show is going to be really fun, because every time I have a feeling I could see what they were. Okay, I'll give you a hint. They had some mesh cloth with them.
Mesh cloth?
Think British mesh cloth. And it's so, I'm very excited about this. Like, I'm so excited about Sunday. So Sunday show is going to be really fun. We will be in costume. I'm going to have to come up with something now that I know kind of what hat it is, what I'm going to make Leah wear. I'm not going to let her look in the box. So I don't know
Ready?
Who sent this.
Bailey.
I don't know which
Bailey.
one of you. Send me
Bailey.
a message. Let me know that you're the one that sent it. No, Maia. I'm not a present opener. I needed to see if it was a product that we ordered because it was sent directly from the company, or if it was, there was no way. If it was something that we ordered, how am I supposed to know unless I open it up? And obviously we did not order what's in the box.
On my bottom lip because in the middle of the night, another dog decided to jump on my face, in my mouth, to get onto the bed next to me. And then I had a little scratch.
So it was like your face was like a vault.
It was like, and I was like, ugh, mouthful of foot. I never had that one happen before. That was a new one. Ow.
I'm sorry about that. So we do have a P.O. box that you can mail things to. 107 Milford, Ohio 45150. If you send us your letters or cards, we do want to hear from you. Thank you, Lori, for this. And we will read them on air.
9th if you want to send a birthday card.
Okay, yes, a card would be very nice to hear from you
fun.
guys. Cards are very fun.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll be back on Sunday. Great show in costume. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to give you the latest in what's going on in Brexit.
Oh my word,
okay, now hang on.
We did not have time. We do UK news on Sundays. I realize that tomorrow's a big day.
It's possible that we may go live tomorrow and wear the hats tomorrow. I think we should actually do that tomorrow. We're going to count on it tomorrow.
We'll see what happens.
I want to do the hats tomorrow.
We'll see, because everybody knows to come on Sunday at 1. And so we may just have to hang on to it. We'll see. We'll see. Right. We will see. We might have like a pre-show show.
Okay. Well, anyway, tomorrow's a big day. It's Deal or No Deal Saturday in Parliament. So we're going to find out whether this deal that Bojo got with the EU is going to pass Parliament. The DUP, the Irish Party, Northern Ireland, has agreed or has said they're not going to vote for it. Forget it. It's not going to happen. So they're not getting any of those votes. Now, presumably, if
Nigel says, please don't vote for it, it's stupid.
If the deal does not pass,
better than he says, Nigel.
The default of the Ben Act is that they would leave with no deal on October 31st.
And I believe,
So tomorrow is going to be a very telling day. So I hope that we have the opportunity and the time to do a show tomorrow. Horatio and Britt Bozaberry has sent us a lot of links as well. Horatio tells me that it should be sometime after 2 p.m. Our time. So I really don't know. So
it is.
Stephen Ainsworth says it's still a bad deal.
That's what I understand. That's from what I understand.
I agree.
By hearing some of the details, you wouldn't be able to make a better deal than the EU makes with other countries. The fishing waters would still be split. And there would be some other things that, and so it's still a bad
I was
deal.
disappointed because Rees-Mogg came out with a propaganda video, pretty much saying this is I can be enthusiastic and support this, and I was just kind of like,
wonder what your sister says.
All right, you guys, we love you. God loves you. God bless. Remember, it's not just a conspiracy theory if it's actually the truth. All right, God bless, guys.
It's cold, all alone.